Hey, what is up everybody? J-Rock here again. I'm going to be doing my deck profile on Tellarknights that I was talking about in my introduction video. So anyway, without further ado, let's get going on it. I run 3 copies of the Tellarknight Deneb. Deneb is a great card. When it's summoned, it adds another Tellarknight from your deck to your hand, so it's pretty much the Stratos of the deck. Great card, definitely run it at 3. Gives you that deck thin, good card. Then I run 3 Tellarknight Altairs. Altair is a good card. When he's summoned, it lets you special summon one from your graveyard and face up defense. So pretty much the most basic play you can do in the deck is you summon Altair, Altair's effect activates, special summon Deneb from your graveyard, and Deneb searches out another Tellarknight from your deck to your hand. So it's a pretty good card. I run Altair at 3. I think everyone should if you're playing the deck. Alright, then I run 2 Tellarknight Vega. Vega is a good card. When it's summoned, it special summons another Tellarknight from your hand. So it helps you pump out rank 4s, which is an essential thing to do in this deck. So yeah, I run it at 2. 2 is Tellarknight Unakalhai. Unakalhai is a good card. When it's summoned, it sends one from your deck to the graveyard. So it's like the Foolish Burial, and it helps send Deneb and get your play started and helps you set up. So 2 nukes. 1 Tellarknight Alsam. Alsam is a good card, but he doesn't add consistency or do anything really essential for the deck. When he's summoned, he burns your opponent for 1,000. So it's good if you're going for game, but besides that, he doesn't have really a lot of other uses other than, you know, exceed material. But still, 1 Alsam. It actually helped out a lot when I played him, so I actually won a game just because of him. So like I said, he's a game finisher. 1 Thunder King Ryo. Ryo is a good card, and he gives you stun factor. He keeps players from adding cards from the deck to their hand. And it also can stop a special summon when you tribute him. So he's a good card. 1 Ryo. Then 1 Honest. I love this card. It's amazing. If you're playing a light deck and you don't play Honest, you're doing it wrong. Pitch him from your hand when a light monster is in battle and it gains the attack of the opposing monster. So pretty much, you know, you pitch him from hand and you win that battle, and sometimes this even causes people to lose games. So 1 Honest. I love this card. Alright guys, that's it for my monster lineup. So moving on to my spells, I run 3 Reinforcement of the Army. Rhoda is a great card. Pretty much everything in the deck is level 4 warrior, so you can search out any monster in your deck off of this card. It's amazing. It helps add consistency, it helps you get play started, and it's just a great card. I'm glad it's back at 3. Then I run 3 Upstart Goblins. I used to play dualities, and then my friend recommended I should try Upstarts in the deck, and it helped out a lot. I'm glad that I changed to the Upstarts. The main reason why it helps so much is because you can still special summon after you play Upstart, compared to like when you play Duality, it doesn't allow you to special summon anymore that turn. So it helps you add more draw power and consistency to your deck, while also allowing you to make those big plays that the deck needs to do. So 3 Upstart Goblins. Then I run 2 MSTs. Self-explanatory, staple, back row's a thing, sideboard the 3rd. Good card. MST for the win. Then I run 1 Raigeki. I'm so glad this card is not banned anymore. It's the better version of Dark Hole. Board wipe your opponent and don't have to worry about board wiping your own stuff is amazing. If you top deck it, it can be a really powerful top deck, and it's just a good card. 1 Book of Moon. It's a pretty good card. I like running it because it interrupts a lot of things when your opponent's trying to do something, and in, say, a Straw matchup, you can Book of Moon the window, and that way you can still special summon more. So, I like Book of Moon. Then I run 1 Soul Charge. This card's amazing. It's Monster Reborn on steroids, and it just helps so much. You can win a game because you have it in your hand, or you can come back from losing because you top deck it. It's an amazing card. You can set up so much of your field just from top decking this card. All of your monsters still get their effects when you play this card in Tellarknights, so it's a good card. Alright, that's it for spells. Moving on to traps, I run 3 Satella Nova Alpha. This card is Tellarknight Solemn Judgment. It's amazing. As long as you have a Tellarknight in the field, tribute it, negate the activation of spell, trap, or monster effect, and then if you destroy it, and if you do, draw a card. So, it's a good card. I like playing it. It's amazing. Then I run 3 Vanity's Emptiness. This card is crucial to this format. A lot of decks need to special summon, and if you take that away from them, they can't play. That's why I run 3 Vanities. It's amazing. I think everyone should play this card. if I know it's hard to pick up and I know it's expensive, but if you can pick it up, definitely play it. It's amazing. Then I run 3 Call of the Haunteds. I might change this up, drop it down to 2, but for right now it's serving me pretty well. You end phase Call of the Haunted and Altair, and you know, you can do a lot of pretty awesome stuff even when it's your opponent's turn. So 3 Call of the Haunteds. Then I run 2 Breakthrough Skills. This card's great, stopping effects is always good, and I sideboard the 3rd one for when I'm playing against a deck that I feel like I just can't let them get their effects off. So 2 Breakthrough Skills. Then I run 2 Wiretaps. Same, you know, it's a good card, stops the traps, shovels them back into the deck, and it's a counter speed, so it's a good card. I might replace it with Trap Stun, but for right now it's doing pretty good. Then I run the one-ofs, the staples, Evac, Solemn, and Bottomless. I feel like every deck should run these cards, and if you're not, it's probably important that you should do so. They, you know, are the answers that everybody knows about and everybody fears, so they're just good cards. Alright, so that's it for my main deck. Moving on to my extra for you guys, I run 2 Tellarknight Triver. Triver is a good card. When he hits the field, he board wipes. He bounces everything except for himself back to their owner's hands, and he doesn't target or destroy, so he can get around a lot of stuff. He's a good card. He also allows you to detach one material and pitch a card from opponent's hand at random, and when he's destroyed while he has material, he replaces himself with a Tellarknight from your graveyard, so it's a good card. Then I run 2 Tellarknight Deltros. Deltros is really good because he's a 2500 beater, and he can pop a card if you detach material, and he also has the same kind of replacement effect, where if he's destroyed while he has a material, you can just summon a Tellarknight from your deck and from your hand. And one of the best things about this card is while he has material, your opponent cannot respond to your summons. So if you bring out Deltros, it makes it a lot easier to establish a board, because you do not have to fear cards like Bottomless and Solemn. So he's a good card. Then I run 2 Castel. Castel's amazing, especially for decks this format, like in a matchup against Shadal's or Burning Abyss, because you can bounce a card back to the deck instead of worrying about it hitting the graveyard, and that can really hurt your opponent. It's a great card, and I love playing Castel. I run 1 101 Salt Honor Arc. Pretty self-explanatory. It's still a special summon attack resistant monster, so it's a good card. 1 Exciton Knight, board wipe, self-explanatory again. As long as your opponent has more cards than you can clear that field, and it's a really good card to make when you're in a bad situation. 1 Daigusta Emerald. I actually make this card less than I thought I would, but it's still a good card, and I like it a lot, so it's a little mini Avarice, and it can help out, so 1 Daigusta Emerald. 1 Starleech Paladynamo. Another good card. You can detach 2 materials, target a monster, negates effects, and drop its attack to 0. So it lets you get over things, and it also, when it's destroyed, you get to draw a card, so it's a pretty good card. 1 Constellar Omega, 2400 beater that protects itself. Good for any light deck, so 1 Constellar Omega. 1 Black Ship of Corn, staple rank 4. Good for this deck because, you know, when you can't summon after summoning, or you can't attack, after summoning Altair, and activating his effect, it lets you still send something and you don't have to worry about attacking, so it's a good card. 1 Heartland Draco. It's pretty good, but I'm probably going to replace it. I want to actually really pick up an Abyss Dweller I'm playing in this deck, but for right now, Heartland Draco is pretty good. 1 Gaga Cowboy, because GG Cowboy, Cowboy for game. Your opponent's in kill shot range for 800 life points, take him out. Helps finish games, good card. And then 1 Rhapsody and Berserk. Rhapsody is good because he can get rid of your opponent's resources in their graveyard, and he can equip himself to a Xyz monster and make it gain 1200. So having a 3700 Deltros is really good, and it helps a lot, so I like this card. Alright guys, that's it for my deck profile for you guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the deck profile. Thanks a lot. Bye.